Okay, 3B, day 3, video 2 here. The first 4 examples are rhombi. So each is a rhombus. Find the specific measures. So in a rhombus, I know that the diagonals are congruent and the diagonals bisect the angles. I also know that the diagonals are perpendicular. So right now I'm going to use that the diagonals bisect each other. So if this angle is 38, then angle 3 should be 38 degrees. Diagonals bisect angles. Okay, so angle 3 should be 38. Additionally, opposite angles are congruent. So 4 and 5 are also both 38. Okay, then when we have angle 8 there, angle 8 should be 90 degrees. Okay, the last thing is that consecutive angles are supplementary. So if this angle here is 38 plus 38, so this angle here is 76, then this entire angle here, 1 and 2, should be 180 minus 76, so 104. And then we will want to split that evenly between the two angles. So each one is 52 degrees and 52 degrees. So angle 1 is 52 degrees, angle 2 is 52 degrees, angle 6 and 7 are additionally both 52 degrees. Okay, number 2. If MNOP is a rhombus, find MP. So right here I have opposite sides of my rhombus. So I know that opposite sides are congruent. On your test, you have to list the property. I didn't give you a line for it, so we're just going to go ahead and list it here. So because the opposite sides are congruent, I'm going to go ahead and set these equal. So I'll have 9x minus 77 equals 3x plus 7. Combining my like terms, subtracting 3x, so 9 minus 3 is 6x. Now let's add 77, so 7 plus 77 is 84. Then divide by 6 on both sides, so x should be 14. Ultimately, I was asked to find MP here, MP. On a rhombus, we should note that we have not only our opposite sides congruent, but all sides are congruent. So let's go ahead and just plug this into either one of these. So we have 3 times 14 plus 7. We get 49, so MP equals 49. Number 3 says find measurement of angle SUT and RTU given this information. Okay, this is a rhombus, and I know that the diagonals bisect the angles. Diagonals bisect angles. So I'm going to go ahead and if this is being bisected, then both of these things should be equal to each other. So I'm going to set those equal. 10x minus 23 equals 3x plus 19. Combining my like terms, so subtracting 3x, so 10 minus 3 is 7x. 19 plus 23 is 42. Divided by 7, so x is 6. Now I was asked to find RTU, so this angle here, and SUT, so this angle here. Okay, so let's find SUT first. We have 3 times 6 plus 19. So I got 37 degrees. Okay, so measurement of angle SUT equals 37 degrees. Now, I also know that in a rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular. So there's a couple different ways I could go here. I could find this entire angle and then subtract one from 180 to find this entire angle and then divide that by 2 because I know they're bisected. Or I could look at this triangle in and of itself and say, if this one's 90 and this one's 37, then to find this angle, I'll do 180 minus 90 minus 37. And get 53. So now the measurement of angle RTU equals 53 degrees. These properties that I'm having you memorize are really going to drive these equations. Number 4 says ABCD is a rhombus. Given that A is 3, 2 and B is 0, 6, find the perimeter of ABCD. Okay, so in order to find the perimeter, I'm going to need to find the distance. So let's find the distance from A to B. So the distance formula says we'll do 3 minus 0 squared plus 2 minus 6 squared. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 squared is 9 plus 2 minus 6 is negative 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. Adding those together, I get 25. So square root of 25 is 5. Now, if this is the length of one of the sides, and I have a rhombus, I know that all of the sides are the same. So to find the perimeter, I would take 5 and then add it to itself. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 to get all of the sides. Or I could say 5 times 4. So the perimeter should be 20. Okay, the next part. Example 5 to 8 are squares. Find the specified measures. If STUV is a square with SW, that's half the diagonal, is 2x plus 13, and WU, the other half of the diagonal, is 8x minus 41. Find VT, a whole diagonal. Okay, so remember in a square, the diagonals are congruent and they bisect each other. So diagonals all right, so I'm going to go ahead and set SW equal to WU. So 2x plus 13 equals 8x minus 41. Combine my like terms. Subtract 2x, so 8 minus 2 is 6x. Add 41, 13 plus 41 is 54. Divide by 6, so x equals 9. I was asked to find VT, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that into one part of the diagonals. So 2 times 9 plus 13. 2 times 9 is 18. So I got 31 here. And if I want the entire diagonal, I'll times that by 2. So I get 62. So VT equals 62. The next one, if FGHI is a square, solve for x. So what I know about a square is that I have 4 right angles, and I know that the diagonals bisect the angles. So if this angle is 90 and it's being bisected, meaning this is congruent to this part, then I can say that 7x plus 3 is equal to 45 because that's half of 90. So 7x plus 3 equals 45. And we're just solving for x here. A little bit less work. So let's go ahead and subtract 3. So 7x equals 42. Divide by 7, so x equals 6. And complete. Okay, number 7 says the angle, so we have to find our angles here. Remember that we have 4 right angles. We have the diagonals bisect the angles, so this is 45. 45, and that's true for all of the corners. We also know that our diagonals are perpendicular, so these are 90. So let's see how far we can go with that. So measurement of angle PRS, P to R to S. Well, this one additionally should be 45 degrees. STR, S to T to R, well, that should also be 90 degrees. That's here. PSR, P to S to R, that should also be 90 degrees. It's one of our corners. And QPR, Q to P to R, additionally should be 45 degrees. That's here. Your quizzes today, so. Number 8, last one here. It says ABCD forms a square. Given that A is -3,2, B is 214, find the perimeter and the area. So let's go ahead and find the distance between A and B first. So distance equals square root of, let's go 2 to the -3, 2 minus -3, so 2 plus 3 squared, plus 14 minus 2 squared. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 squared is 25, plus 14 minus 2 is 12, 12 squared is 144. So this is square root of 25 plus 144 is 169. Square root of 169 should be 13. If I'm finding this square here, if I'm finding the perimeter, then I'm going to add all of those up. So do 13 times 4. So 13 times 4 is 52. If you want to write here, we did 13 times 4. And then for the area, that's length times width. So that's 13 times 13. So that should be 169. We weren't given a unit of measure like inches or feet, so that's all we need to do.